Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough. All right, we're back with some good news, actually great news for two of our Houma area pilots, I guess aviators we should call them, because the state of Louisiana Aviation Hall of Fame at the Chenault Aviation and Military Museum. They named two of our guys into the inaugural Hall of Fame. Let's roll in some footage as we'll show you that Corky Farnoff, local pilots Charlie Hammonds and Corky Farnoff were recently informed by the State Museum and Aviation Hall of Fame that they were selected to the State of Louisiana Hall of Fame. There you see Corky right there. They're extremely accomplished pilots and share a deep love of their time spent in aviation. Their flight time combined is over 60,000 hours. There you see Corky getting his placard into the Hall of Fame, and you'll see in short order Charlie Hammonds getting the same. There you see Mr. Charlie. Charlie Hammonds serves as the president of Hammonds Air Service and has for 62 years. He taught hundreds to fly a series of aircraft. He is a graduate of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University with a Bachelor of Science degree in Aviation Management. His greatest aviation moment was flying the F-15 fighter through to the speed of sound. There's a good look at Mr. Hammonds addressing the crowd. Before we show a little more footage, Corky Farnoff, and I'll get to Nutrient Man in a little while. He helped me out tremendously in 1984. He has been a professional pilot since high school and while attending college at USL in Lafayette. His initial instruction was with Charlie Hammonds and a Navy S&G trainer that he soloed while in high school. Can you imagine that? Corky then used this aircraft to build flight time hours. He has flown a variety of aircraft, such as the P-51 Mustang fighter and the F-8F Bearcat fighter. In addition, his experience in fighters aircraft led to the air shows flying with his father, Bill Farnoff, as a dual aircraft performer. While performing in air shows, Corky's expertise was spotted by the movie industry and selected to fly in the series of James Bond movies and several other movies, including Nutrient Man, through the years. I want to roll in now Corky Farnoff talking with our crew.
The thing I enjoyed just as much as the flying was creating the aviation scenes, creating the money shots. I would tell you, it's one of the greatest jobs in the world. You always go to work on a sunny day because you climb up above the clouds, and you can go to exotic places. While you have a nice office, depending on what you're flying, you're going to have a nice multi-million-dollar office.
I remember calling Corky in 1984 and said, man, I need somebody to crop dust. Let's roll in some footage. Crop dust some people in a movie I'm making called Nutrient Man. And of course, he obliged. And there he is. This was a Cajun scene in the bayous of Louisiana. There's Billy Holiday, who was the game warden in Nutrient Man. But he was trying to get all the boaters off the bayous, so he called the local crop duster in the movie. Of course, the pilot was Corky Farnoff, and we had him spraying people in their boats, trying to get them out of the marsh. And this was certainly one of the scenes in Nutrient Man. It turned out to be one of the funner scenes. It was chaos on the bayous. You could see it. Some of these people were younger in their days. They're older now. That was in 1984. All right, let's get back as part of that program, Mr. Charlie Hammonds. We caught up with him. Let's listen into a little bit of his interview.
I've been in aviation all of my life since a young boy, and I think I've done a lot of different things in aviation. I've had a seaplane operation, a fixed base operation at the airport. We worked for the Saudi Arabian royal family all over the world, on and on and on, just a bunch of aviation things, and somebody nominated me for this, and I don't know who it is. When I was a young boy, I got a job washing airplanes, and about 12 years old, and the oil field industry was just kicking off using seaplanes. And no, it's I didn't know it was gonna get this big, but it's wonderful that it is. I've always been in love with aviation. Yeah, all my life. It dominates me. And it always has, because nothing any nicer and wonderful, any more wonderful than flying airplanes. You know, you see some of God's creations as a pilot, and so no, I'm very I'm quite happy with it. I'm glad that my career has blossomed over the years, and very I got to fly some wonderful airplanes. Been through the speed of sound with a fighter and all kind of different things like that. That a lot of people don't get a chance to do. So thank God for that. Aviation is a wonderful industry, okay? And you gotta but it's hard to work in it because it's demanding. In my particular case, I worked 7 days a week for many years, okay, to make it go. It's very demanding, but now is the best time in aviation for young people to get a degree, to do the things that we have to do as aviators to succeed. And so I would say this: pick out aviation is a wonderful thing. Or you might want to be a lawyer, a doctor, or whatever. But I can guarantee I'll back aviation as being one of the top 1 or 2.
Those two families, wow, they have done a lot. Top Gun ring a bell? Yeah, those two families involved in several movies and done so much for aviation. When they come to Houma, I'm going to have extensive interviews with both. Congratulations to Corky and Mr. Charles. Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.